Hi. So now let us practice some examples actually on this second normal form. Okay. So for that, we are going to take the first example here. So you can see the relation A, B, C, D, E, five attributes we have. And here we have a set of FDs actually, functional dependencies. So always actually, first of all, to say it is in a second normal form, what you have to do, first step is find the key actually. What is the key for that table? We have to find out. First thing is. So that means finding the candidate key, we already practiced. So you just do the same thing here also. So what is the first thing is in the RHS part of any functional dependency, whichever attributes are not there, collect those actually. A is not there, B is not there, C, D, E, remaining three are there. So we are going to take A, B. So find their closure actually. So A, B closure. So A will be there, B will be there. Okay, then A, B together deriving C, that is what there already. So take C. And A deriving D and B deriving E. So that we are able to derive all attributes by using these two attributes actually. So the key is going to become AB. Is it? So that's it. Now what we have to do is individually A, that means a subset of this key, deriving any other attribute, non-key attributes or not, you have to observe actually. So you can see, so this is full functional dependency. Because you observe that C is non-key attribute to C fully dependent on primary key. But if you observe D, non-key attribute to D is dependent on prime attribute actually, A, not the complete primary key. So A is one prime attribute. So this is partial functional dependency. And even here also non-key attribute E, they are dependent on B actually. So that is why this is also partial functional dependency. So take every partial functional dependency one by one and then find a LHS closure actually. So that is what here, let us take the first one, A derives D part. So find the A closure here. So if you find A closure A deriving here D. So anything else it is deriving? Nothing actually. So this is one thing. And then take the another partial functional dependency. So find the B closure here. So B and B deriving E. So what is going to happen? Relation R1 is going to become AD. And here primary key is A. Underline that also. And relation R2, primary BE going to become another relation, that means another table, and here primary key is B, and original table R. Original table R, that means AB definitely going to be there, and attributes which are not covered in both actually. So you can see C attribute C is not covered any of these two. So that we are going to place here. So simple, in the original table, which attributes we have to place? First of all, primary key, original primary key. And along with that, attributes which are not covered in any of the relation after decompose, those attributes you just place in the original relation actually. So these are the three tables after dividing this original table actually. So now all these are in a second normal form. Not only that, see, this is the first normal FD, second FD, third FD. So first one you are covering here, second one you are covering here, and third FD you are covering here, definitely. So B derives E. So this third FD is there in the R2 actually. So this concept is also important. Later we will see somewhere lossless decomposition and functional dependency related things we will see actually. Okay. Now let us take one more example. So in this example, if you see here also, first of all, we have to find out the primary key. So what is the key actually? So A is there, B not there, C not there. So BC closure first let us try to find. So BC closure, if you find BC, BC deriving A, and B deriving D, D deriving E actually. Okay, so here key is going to become BC. And here if you observe so key is BC. Now B deriving non-key attribute. So that means prime attribute, part of the key deriving non-key attribute. So that is what B closure. So this is what actually full functional dependency, but this is partial functional dependency. And this is a full functional dependency because this is not a part of key. D is not part of key. So automatically that is full functional dependency. So only one partial functional dependency is there. So for that, find the B closure. So B and B derives D. Next, D derives E actually. So this is what one relation. So R1 is going to become B, D, E, and here primary key is B, and original relation is what? So primary key is BC, and of course here we didn't mention this is primary key. So BC, so A is not covered here. So let us take A also, and of course this is primary key. Okay, so this is what, in this way we are going to divide actually. Now you can see functional dependency 1, 2, 3. So here 2 and 3 are covering here actually. Is it or not? B derives D, B derives D, D derives E. And only one function, first functional dependency covering in this relation. So in this way, now both of them is in second normal form. So it is very easy actually. Always find the primary key, and part of the primary key is deriving any non-key attribute or not, you just observe, that's it. So after doing these two, you just practice on this one actually. So here if you observe, total 5 attributes are there. What is the key first of all? So here if you observe, what is the key here? A is not there, RHSI, B is there, C is not there, E is not there. So ACE closure if you find, what is going to happen? A, C, E, and then A derives B, C derives D. So that means this is the primary key. So that means key is actually A, C, E together. Now, is A deriving anything? Yes, here you see A is a part of key. So this is partial functional dependency. And C is also part of key. So this is also partial functional dependency. So for first of all, A to C, A to B, find the A closure. So A closure is A, B. So that's it. Then next take the another partial functional dependency, C derives D. So find the C closure. So C and D. So this is what. Now relation R1 is going to become, make this one AB. After dividing, A is the primary key. Relation R2 is going to become CD, and this is the primary key. Now the original table is what actually, ACE is the key, ACE. Okay, so B is covered here, D is covered here, and all other attributes are covered. So that's it, only primary key we have in the original table now. Okay, so this is what actually example 3. So in this way, so now all these 3 relations are in second normal form. Okay, now let us take one more. So this part you see there is it is somewhat different than other actually. So find out first of all key. So to find out key, first of all here, which attribute is not there in the RHS part? A is not there. So find the A closure. Okay, so A closure, A derives B, B derives C. So this is what so key is what actually? So key is A. So what we have to do, see here A derives B, right? What you can say about this FD? Is it full functional dependency or partial functional dependency? Observe, your key is A, that means only single attribute is there in your key. That means this is fully functionally dependent on primary key actually. So that is why it is going to become full functional dependency, because LHS side, whatever is there, that is your key actually. So what you can conclude from this example is, if any relation have a primary key with a single attribute, that is automatically in the second normal form. This relation automatically in the second normal form because of the key have only one attribute. So that is what very importantly note down as a note, a relation with a single attribute in the candidate key. So candidate key is nothing but primary key, right? So if primary key have only one single attribute, that is always in the second normal form. You no need to do actually. So always immediately after finding the key, observe that whether it have one attribute in the key or more than one attribute. If it have one attribute, then finalize it is already in the second normal form. If it is not in a, if it is have more than one attribute in the key, then you have to do the process whatever we did. Okay.